perhaps not for upload. If I had 4 lungs, I'd rename them Bubble, Squeak, Squelch and Crackle. They are getting worse by the day, which is of course what happens with COPD. And in fact, all of those things now have risen. Joy, too much information as far as my throat and no further. And now, at this time, I have to move. Having followed my beloved brother's advice to stand up to my landlord and landlady, I got an eviction notice, which I should have known I would, because this is what happens when you're a private tenant and you complain. They threatened me with eviction 13 months ago because I complained about the scaffolding. And in 2 separate letters, which I have, identical letters, they told me that if I didn't like the scaffolding, I had 29 days to get out, which is of course totally illegal. But landlords and landladies can break the law with impunity. There is no comeback against them now that we have no legal aid, especially when shelter never does its job. So, I'm finding packing virtually impossible. Don't want to leave my stuff for those bastards, thank you very much. I'd rather set fire to it or drown it like my previous landlord did in sewage. That's not possible. More's the pity. However, I would take an axe to my furniture before I would leave it for this landlord and this landlady to have. And now, as I predicted in a previous video, as I say, this is probably just for me, who's interested. My cousin insists upon a removal van that I would not trust as far as I could throw it. I would gladly pay the £650 extra for a firm which would give me peace of mind, if only I had it, but I haven't. This doesn't leave me with too many options. Where I think it leaves me, on the brightest side, since I wanted to die anyway before suffocating to death, is I rehome Danny with all possible speed. I destroy my own furniture, also with all possible speed. I only need, I don't know, a saw or an axe or something. Perhaps a hammer would do the job, I don't care, just as long as my landlord and landlady get nothing of mine. They are, of course, welcome to the crap that they left behind for me to use. Like the cooker that's never worked, the washing machine out of the ark, the fridge that has no ice-making compartment, but sort of works. The shower has a lovely view out of the clear glass window, which I would have enjoyed an awful lot more if it weren't for the fact that I know that people can see in if I can see out. The black mould in the bedroom has been killing me for well over 1,000 nights now. I was advised in April 2005 never again to sleep in a place with black mould in it, not even for one night, let alone well over 1,000. I've been here 3 years. Let me see, what did they leave behind? This is for their reassurance. There's a sideboard in the sitting room which is not mine and I do not want. Everything else in the sitting room is mine. There are 3 wardrobes, which I do not want and will not be taking. And as I said, the washing machine, useless cooker, and filthy rusty cooker at that. I've never cleaned it. I'm not cleaning up after somebody else's mess, thank you very much. I couldn't anyway. I couldn't. My lungs would not do the job. Simple as. So of course they're keeping their fridge, their washing machine, and their cooker. And in fact everything that was here when I got here, including the waste bin in the kitchen. I don't want that either. But they can't have anything of mine. Perhaps my corpse. So this is the plan. Rehome Danny very rapidly. Destroy my belongings any way that I can. And top myself. Because I will not go anywhere with a removal firm I do not trust, not after my experience with Act Fans of Neath 6 years ago, which has left its mark to this very day.